Hello, my name is Sharon and you are watching Young Achievers.
I've been able to work with younger students in my school to help mentor them.
On this program, we bring to you young people who share with us their inspiration behind their achievements. A lot of young people would rather be out there having fun, so why do you do it?
My community needs it.
Nothing can stop us.
You too can do the same in your nation.
Hello and welcome to another exciting episode of Young Achievers. On this program, we have various young people who come to express their inspiration behind their achievements, why they do what they do, their motivations behind all of this. You know, in 2 Corinthians chapter 5, verse 14, the word of God says, "For the love of Christ compels us, and we are convinced that if one died for all, therefore all died." So we believe that it's important for us to share that love of Christ with everyone, even at our young age. The word of God also lets us know that we should train up a child in the way that he should go, so that when he's old, he will not depart from it. You know, and the most important training is in the word of God. That training in the word that will enable you to reap all the benefits that God has in store for us. So on this episode, I have a very special guest with me. You have to stay tuned to find out who she is. Hello and welcome back to this exciting episode. As I said, I have a special guest with me. Hello, Candle, how are you?
I'm great. How are you?
I'm fine. Can you just tell me a bit about yourself and what exactly is it that you do?
Hi, I'm Shawky. I'm from Egypt, and I'm a student in my final year at university. What I really do is I work with kids in a rehab center and teenagers as well. They are kids and teenagers at risk, and I translate Christian materials, help in my church, in mission trips and everything. And I'm a youth leader. I lead young people.
That's beautiful. Wow, you actually do so much. Let's talk about your youth work. You said something about kids that you work with.
Yes.
Tell me a bit more about that.
The kids I work with, they are like I said, they are at risk because though they live with their families, the environment around them, it's not that safe, and they may face terrible things in their lives, like really terrible things. I meet with it's not just me, the team. We all meet with the kids and the teenagers like once a week or more, and then we first we teach them the word of God. We feed their spirits, and then we feed their body, and we teach them the simple skills of life. Like imagine if a boy 13 years old who can even take a scissors and make some handmade things. This is sad. So we teach them the very simple skills that they will use it in life, and then we open their horizon about things they can do. So we involve them in the ministry, even though they are not that good in writing or reading, but we involve them in the ministry. So we, for example, we had now a sub crew of media who are 13, 14, 16 years old, because this is their church, and here they should give. Though they live with their families, the environment around them is not that safe. They may face terrible stuff, like really terrible stuff that may affect their childhood. And though they go to schools, they are not taught well. They may be in 7th grade with no any knowledge about reading or writing.
It shows that you really care for others. What is your motivation behind working with these kids?
You know, when I was younger, when I was just a child, I was reading about the biographies of mighty men and women of God. Like they would do great stuff before they are 25, and I was like, wow, I wish I could be like them, but how? How can I do these things at that young age? Till I know how. It's like you said, it's the love of God that motivates us. Like we know that Christ loves us, and we can't do anything but to love Him back, expressing that in loving each other.
You mentioned that you also translate Christian materials. Which ones exactly and why? Because you know that must take a lot of like reading, proofreading, double checking, and a lot of young people would rather be out there having fun. So why do you do it?
I translate the Tivu, and I start translate early readers, Rhapsody of Realities for early read. Yeah, and why do I translate it? Because my community needs it. The young people around me, it's like these materials. They have very deep truth in a simple way, and my young people, they need it. And this requires me to improve my language skills in both English and Arabic, because people in my country, my nation, the Arabic-speaking people, they all need this truth, especially when they found many negative information and many untruth around them. Someone should say, hey, this is the truth.
You know, I'm actually very touched about something you said. You said, my community needs it. So you've taken it upon yourself to do that. You're not bothered about who else is doing it, because no one else is doing it. So you've chosen to be that person who's doing it. That's so
Yes,
inspiring.
yes.
Wow. Impressive. So Candle, I just want to know, how exactly did you start?
Okay, I was still young. I'm still young. I was much younger. I was about 12 or 13 years old when I found that my parents started the rehab center, and I would go there because there was no other place to go. They are all the time. They are there, so I would be there. And then they start to give me small responsibilities to do, and then I started with just being with the kids, playing with them. Maybe after that, I start to teach some of them, and then I think I remember that I reached a point where I was so complaining that I have too much to do, like, and then I remember my mom said it's a privilege. So
So it's important to see the good
Yes.
in the things that you do,
Yeah.
right? That's beautiful. Wow, you do so much. You're also a